How I use ChatGPT to write lyrics for my latest song. Hi, I am an artist named Island Boy, and I just released a song called Pretty People recently, actually like a week ago. And ChatGPT was incredible in sparking creativity to help me finish out the second verse, and I kind of want to go through that real quick on this video. So I wrote this song several years ago, and the first verse came to me like all at once, and I really like it because instead of having the rhyme only at the end of each line, I just jammed as many rhymes as I could. It goes like this. Such a fine divine design makes you want to wine and dine and build a shrine. I'm in my prime, it should be a crime. If you're not our kind, I ain't got the time. So there's tons of rhymes there. I love that. And I wrote a couple second verses, but none of them were even close to as good as this. I'm not even going to show them to you because they're pretty cringe. So when I wanted to record it, I wanted a second verse that could measure up to this first verse. And so that is where ChatGPT came into play. So I went into ChatGPT, said, help me write a second verse for the song, paste it in below. This song is from the perspective of a cocky, confident man who realizes he doesn't like hanging out with most people, but understands the importance of building social bonds and close relationships. He's very selective on who he invests his time with. As you can see, the first verse is very superficial, focused mostly on looks. I want the second verse to focus on my fun, playful, spontaneous, uninhibited, unapologetic, nonconformist personality, and that I'm only interested in hanging out with people who have and can appreciate those traits. Someone who can keep up with and go toe to toe with me as well. Also, just like the first verse, we need to stack the second verse with one rhyme over and over again, not only at the end of lines, but mid-line as well. Then I pasted in my lyrics. So here's what ChatGPT came with. It says, here are three verse options, and it has option 1, 2, and 3. I'll go through them real quick. I'm a wild, beguiled child, breaking every rule and style, never reconcile. If you can run the mile, match my dial, stay versatile, maybe we can vibe a while, but only if you're wild. And then I'm free, carefree, low key, unbothered as can be. Flip the script with glee, go off key, live radically. If you can spark with me, disagree, move unpredictably, we can let it be, but only if you're free. And that, I didn't really like that very much. I like this, maybe we can vibe a while. That was something that I really liked. I'm fire, live wire, chasing every wild desire, never tire, I inspire chaos, build my own empire. If you rise higher, never retire from the satire, then you can step inside the choir, which I don't get that. But only if you're fire. So I don't like this as much, but I do like the never tire, build my own empire, never retire. I like those ideas. I think there's inspire in here somewhere, maybe not. Oh yeah, I inspire. So I liked elements of this, and but the thing that I like the most of these three options that ChatGPT provided was this. I like this vibe of maybe we can vibe a while, you know. I liked what that feels like. So what I did is that I went to Rhyme Zone and I typed in while to find what rhymes with while. And when I looked at the available words, I was like, wow, there's a lot here. Smile, style, you know, dial, a while, beguile, and then I saw aisle, and I was like, oh, that's perfect because my first verse has an I'm as a part of the rhymes, and this one has aisle, so that kind of matches a lot, you know, as far as like the structure of the first one. While, so I really like this. So based on this, I knew that that was the direction I wanted to go. So going back to my lyrics, you know, it started to take shape. With smiles, so sexy smiles and wiles, beguile, doing it with style from miles, turn up the dial. So I was really liking this. The whole reason I got into this was because of Stay a While, but it inspired all these words. But at this point, I kind of used up all the aisle words, so I needed two more lines here, and that's where I went to the inspire uh, rhymes, and you know, inspire, retire, build my empire, and that's where I got the next two parts of the song, which is I'll, which I was very happy about because it matches I'm. I'll rhymes with all these other ones. Sexy smiles and wiles beguile, doing it with style from miles turn up the dial. I'll never tire building my empire, inspire desire, and you could stay a while. And that comes back to what ChatGPT had as far as like we can vibe a while. You can stay a while felt more correct for me, but I really like this second verse. And this second verse is what ended up on the song and what made me feel comfortable finishing the song. So I highly recommend you take a listen and see what you think. But I just wanted to show you that, you know, ChatGPT is a powerful creative tool. It gives you ideas, it sparks ideas. I think if you just take it, what it dumps out, like the stuff that it dumps out, if you go and you look at these, I mean, they're okay, but they just don't, you know, we can let it be. You can step inside the choir. I mean, they're just not right. They don't have, and to be fair, I mean, I have a vision. As an artist is going to have a vision of what they want to create. This is not really it, but a few things sparked an idea. Like this Week in Bible While turned into You Can Stay a While, and all this stuff down here turned into I Will Never Tire of Building My Own Empire, Inspire Desire, and You Can Stay a While. So it sparked creativity, but I think just taking ChatGPT and publishing it is low effort, AI slop, and there's a ton of that stuff on the internet. But definitely use your taste, use your artistic vision, and create amazing works of art.